Alright, we're back in action. Sorry. I forgot that it's been doing that. The PS2 emulator's been doing that for God of War 1 for some reason. But I got an idea. I retitled this stream God of War Mod Showcase. In general. And now I have to re-put the thumbnail in it back. Okay, we have it fits now, but I'm gonna put. I'm gonna share my live stream. Trying to find the other people. Okay. I think I only sent it to people who were online, of course. Okay, now we're gonna get into it. And I just realized it's not showing anything. I need to have that locked. And it's locked, but I don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay, so first showcase is the God of War 1 mods. I'm making sure my mic was still working. Okay, unfortunately, I will have to start a new game because it won't let me reload. It will not. Sorry, you're hearing that in the background. It will not let me reload a save point recently because it's been acting up. I probably did something wrong in the settings, but I will continue to fix that later on. But for some reason, if I start a new game and play long enough, the game's going to load up saves. So for right now, I'm going to start a new game and show you what each outfit looks like. Alright? Okay, this is combined. These textures are combined with the Definitive Edition mod, which is another mod that's combined with this mod to make it look better. And I will be quiet for the cutscenes, even though I can skip them. You can. This is pre-rendered, so there's no difference to the graphics. This is peak. Oh. I don't know why the internet to know. I have to turn down the graphics, so it's gonna look shitty, but only for a minute. Only for a minute. Render in. Sorry, it's gonna look shitty, but I gotta take care of these fools. After I get done fighting, I will turn 720 back on, 7p back on. Alright, I was gonna use my BitTV to see my... Oh my god. Tell me why I thought I was clicking on the... Okay. Sorry, I'm looking over just my... Okay. Now we are going back to action. You know what's funny? God of War 2 doesn't have a problem with this. Yes, I just skipped the cutscene on accident, but the graphics are... When the cuts... Endgame cut... Okay. It's hard to explain. But... The graphics only change in-game while during gameplay, but like in-game cutscenes, sometimes they will show mod. Okay, I will turn it back on so you can see the full detail. Okay? Sounds like that. Sorry, it sounds like that. I'm gonna fix that. I don't know why it's doing that. But anyway. This is the boat. You can tell it's better because, look, it's right in here. See? The difference? More detail. I don't know why it's slow. For real. I guess I will have to play like this, but you can see the detail. Yes, this is God of War Sitchin Kratos. The Blades of Chaos are the Sitchin Blades from Sitchin, of course. Okay, fun fact. There is a cheat code you can do, but only on the PS2 version of God of War, which is unlock all of the upgrades at the start of the game. But it only works if you have a second controller plugged in or hooked up, Bluetooth or physical hooked up. And it has to be player 2. It has to be to the console or the God Armor is the only special one. Hopefully it doesn't crash if I hit this. Okay, it's not. What if I do this? Okay, I guess it's cool now. It's cool now. Challenge of the Gods, which means I can show most of the outfits. Mode. I can show. Okay, I can show the. Oh no, this. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. I'm begging you. Okay, it didn't crash. I meant the game. Yep, this is what I'm talking about. For some reason, this outfit doesn't. Yes, the floating head Kratos. This is what it looks like all put all together. You can see the details still, but not much detail. So yeah, this is Captain Kratos. Kratos before he sold his soul to Ares. Here's a little bit closer to what. Yeah, floating head Kratos. I'm responding to someone. That's why. Nah, we're gonna go to. Okay. Actually, we're going to the General Kratos because. Okay, I forgot that General Kratos is the third slot over. You can only have 4 slots, save slots, and 10 you and okay and 10 you and okay and 2 God of War 2 you have more than 4 save slots. This is General Kratos, aka Olive Kratos. You can tell because he doesn't have the white ashy skin. I actually did this. I actually did this a lot. I love General Kratos. You never see him much. Of this version of Kratos because you only see him in flashbacks and yeah. No worry. No worry. These women are fully clothed. Yeah, be gone before I return. YouTube, this is not nudity. They have them covered, see? But if I do that, then yeah. Yeah, then it's nudity. But that's only a quick second. Okay, I'm gonna show you my favorite skin mod in this game. Which you can already guess because I already talked about it. But this is special for God of War 1 because you can't play with it. But only in God of War 2, Ghost of Sparta. And yeah. Behold, the new improved God armor from the Tester Revival mod. Which this was imported to God of War 1. Over to God of War 1. I can't pronounce the mod creator's name because it's not in English, so but if you do see this video because it's related to your mod, thank you, man, for creating this mod. For porting this skin mod. The skin from God of War 2 to God of War 1. I love you for that, man. I love you for that. And making this whole overall God of War lore ascension mod. I love it. It's my definitive. I guess you could say it's my definitive God of War. Get it because this is still have the definitive edition graphics, but instead of the screen being called definitive edition, that's because the title screen takes over with lore ascension. But yep, this is the first. I love this mod because you can start off with the Athena's blades in God of War 1 for the rest of the story, which you can't do normally in the game. Okay? Which sucks. It really does suck. But okay, what's special about this outfit is the guy who made this mod and ported the skins, or made the skins, you know what I mean. He changed their value. Like, each costume has a bonus to them, or disadvantage. A bonus to the God armor is you get a lot of orbs very fast. So you can max up your weapons early on in the story instead of waiting to max them out at the end, towards the end of the story, when you face Ares. The General Kratos takes 50 damage, and the orb the a decrease in orb value, which means you don't get a lot of orbs. And I forgot what the other costumes do, but I remember what the General Kratos and God Armor does for the pros and cons about each costume. This is Ares' throne. Okay, here's a better sample of the graphics. Boom. This is the PS2 graphics. This is the PS2 graphics. Okay? This is what... It's just would have been a good idea for the 20th anniversary to actually pump out remasters, because the only Greek God of War game you can play on modern PlayStation is God of War 3 Remastered. That's the only Greek game you can play natively. But for the other three, and unfortunately they took away the other two prequels, but you have to buy PlayStation Plus, which is BS, just to play the God of War 1, 2, and Ascension. That's just bullshit crap. BS. I think that's BS. Like I just said. But for the fans, like some of us, like right now, I have to emulate these just so I can. But if they were released on PC and modern hardware, aka PlayStation, and maybe Xbox, then everyone would be happy and can try God of War. But no, they don't want to make money, apparently. But I've calmed down. Let's look past that. Let's continue with the mods, shall we? Yes, that. Let's continue with the mods, shall we? Yes. You've seen every skin. And I did the infamous magic glitch also. So that's why my magic bar's filling up, not manta. It feels weird when someone calls it manta. Manta. Like, that's another word for magic, but I just feel magic works better. You can skip all of the other powers if you want to, and then beat the game without any powers, no Thunderbolt, etc. No Medusa's head. But that's no fun. Unless if you're trying to speed around the game. Yeah. I'm sorry, it's lagging. I'm sorry. But yes, this is... I'm sorry. But yes, this is... And that's the maximum orbs you can reach, 199. Oh my god. Okay. I can do the cheat code now. Although I have to look it up. Because Sometimes I can't memorize it. I'm looking down at the cheat code. It worked. See, the cheat code worked because before I paused the game, my mana. Okay. My magic was right here, but when I input the cheat code. Watch. I'm gonna do it one more time. And this works for God of War 2, but only in the PS2 version, unfortunately. I already tried it on the PS3 version. See, it worked. That's proof that the cheat code works. Because I just did it. Okay, I did say multiple God of War mods. So, I'm just gonna show you what the... Hold on. Okay, for some reason, I don't know why it's taken the performance. This is where Ares got murdered. So yeah, I will end it right, not end the stream. I will end this right now and show you. Okay, there's another element to the mods, no pun intended, to this mod, which brings the elemental blades over from God of War Ascension to, because I just wanted to play with the fire blades normally and Athena blades normally. I still like it, but maybe next time I would do that. But for right now, we're gonna go over to God of War 2. Yes, I know. You guys still with me? Yes, you are. And here is the God of War Retested Revival. This is still in a work in progress, but it still looks good. Still looks good. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna start with this. Okay, for the God Armor, this is the God Armor that got ported over to God of War 1. You notice the God of War, his face is different. His face is different in this. In other ones, he had his Ascension face, but in this one, he has his face texture and actual face from God of War 3. Remember, earlier I told you that this aims to reimagine God of War 2's graphics with God of War 3 graphics, with as much as possible given the technology the PS2 had limited matter, but I think it looks good. Okay, this is the card of which is hilarious. You can see all the detail. This is funny gimmick. Realistically, the electricity would go through the... Okay, I guess it didn't work this time. But if you're quick enough, you can lift this gate while the cutscene plays. This is a card of Warfish. Yes, he looks hilarious. This is the God of War 3 graphics mod. And this is the normal version. See the difference? Of course you do. This looks so good, right? Okay, how about the hoods? Yeah, the hoods are different. Yeah, shut up, big guy. That's not a SpongeBob reference to the new movie. Reference to the new movie. Okay, this is the Hydra armor. It's the armor that he got from killing the Hydra, and he scanned it and put it. And okay, this is better. Yep, this is the Hydra armor. Yep, you can see all the detail. This is the difference between the Heinz drummer. The main point is Athena, you will suffer for this. I don't know why it's kind of running slow. Maybe because I'm streaming on top of this too. I'm assuming that's why the audio's kind of slow. I'm assuming. Earlier I had a nosebleed earlier, but yep, this is Dark Odyssey Kratos. Made with God of War 3 graphics in mind. I think this is a better improvement, to be honest. Just look how better it looks. Like, oh my gosh. I'm glazing it a little bit, because this mod, God of War Tester Revival, has been going on for 10 months. It's still being produced. And it's only finished right to the Atlas level. After you get done with the Atlas level. Where you go down below after you take out Icarus and get his wings. Yes. Looks so much better. And the UI is different, obviously. I love the God of War 2 music. Yeah, the UI is so different. See? And that's so different too. Look. See? Other than the blade. See that? Boom. Much better. I didn't like that they reused the God of War 1 health bar, because in this game, Kratos doesn't even have the Blades of Chaos. He has the Blades of Athena. So it doesn't make sense why his health bar are the Blades of Chaos. And I know it's reuse assets, I get it, but in a remaster, hopefully one day, official remaster, I hope they do something like this and not put Blades of Chaos as the health bar for God of War 2, because it's kind of lazy, but understandable at the time they made this game. Okay, net skin mod. Well, it's not a skin mod, it's a better version of the skin mod. And here's Athena. See how better that looks? Oh my god. It's pretty sad that people have to make their own remastered texture pack mods. Let me know if you guys interested of me doing a tutorial on how to install texture pack mods for games for the PS2 emulator. Okay? I will make a tutorial for that. I wouldn't mind making a tutorial for that. See. Just put the shits where they belong. But I would go in depth on give it a tutorial on how to install texture pack mods for PS2 games for the PS2 emulator. It's pretty easy. I know there's mods already out there. I might make a tutorial. I've never made a tutorial. So my first tutorial being a God of War tutorial wouldn't be fitting. Yep. This is Athena. Look how much better that looks. Look how much better that looks. For the time, PS2 graphics were goated, but this is where it's at. This is what possibly what a official remaster would look like if Santa Monica Studios or Blue Point Studios gave us that option. Please and thank you in the future. They probably won't do it until its 30th anniversary. I will be 30 years old when it's 30th anniversary. No, I will be 29. Then 1 month and a few months later, I will be 30. But yes, this is Athena's. Looks so good. Okay, couple more skins. I think 2 more skins. The God Armor. Actually, Hercules. Too bad you can't skip this, but you can only skip things when it goes into, like, a full cutscene. Say pre-render cutscene. And we'll go into that. I like to use the Barbarian Hammer because he's... Don't mind that. I didn't lose health. You didn't see that. Yes, the game's running slow for some reason. My assumption is because I'm streaming on top of emulating this game. I guess my game's glitched. Because it's not letting me go through. And I've killed all the enemies. I've never had that glitch happen to me before. Yes, this is Hercules from God of War 2 before they changed his design in God of War 3. Look how better this looks. Now that's a handsome lad right there. I kind of wish they kept this design but made him taller and bulky like they did in God of War 3 later on. Okay, we got 2 more. General Kratos and God Armor Kratos. And just to see the difference, yeah, you can tell the difference. That looks so much better. Holy. Thank God that there's modders who care about this game franchise that are keeping it alive longer. Because we would be doomed if people wouldn't stop making skin mods for it. Okay, this is General Kratos. This looks a little different because it's not a God of War Ascension model. But I still think it looks good. And hopefully this time the game doesn't glitch. With General Kratos, they gave him the blades of Athena. Athena's blades. For some reason, I don't know why they did that. Oh, now it fixes itself. Oh yeah, here's General Kratos up close. And here's Athena's blades. These are not fully upgraded, unfortunately, but look how better it looks. I'm sorry, but I still have to make the comparison between, swap it between the original and the God of War 3 Testers mod. It just looks better, obviously. Okay, I will stop doing that. Okay? I'm just toggling between testers to show. And here's my favorite. Armor in all of the God of War games. This armor became the new God of War. Kratos, Elf alone, Olympus, gods. Kratos still no pity for the mortals. I have no idea why it's running slow. Like I said, I'm whooping the blade of Olympus out. And look at this god armor up close. It looks so good. I love this god armor so much that I installed a God of War 2 remake god armor for God of War 4, not 2018. I'm not going to refer to that. Never ever I will refer to that. But that's besides the point. Okay, I'm going to go on a random tangent. God of War 2018, let me get this straight to y'all, forever who's watching, 4 people. To me, God of War 2018 is God of War 4 because it takes place after God of War 3. That makes sense to me. I know people mostly call it 2018 because that's the year it came out. But that's the for example, I call Marvel Spider-Man 2018 Marvel Spider-Man 1 because it is. I don't call it Spider-Man 2018 even though it came out the same year as God of War. I just call it what it's meant to be. And God of War 2018 forever will be God of War 4. Do you understand me? So if I hear anybody say that, I will give them my preference, and maybe they will have the same preference as me. But I just hate, it just doesn't sound right calling it God of War 2018. It's God of War 4 to me. That's why every time when I install it on my laptop, I rename it to God of War 4. But that's besides the point. No, I sound like Dashi. But yeah, that's besides the point. But look how beautiful the God armor is with these graphics. It's more detailed. See, you know what's funny? I never knew that these were red. I thought they were brown the whole time, unless if they decided to brighten up the red. See, it looked brown, always looked brown for me. I should have known it was red, but it's a darker brown red. This is much better. Can we all agree on this? Way to go. The modders of the God of War games in general. Mwah, this is a love letter. And that's all of the skins with the enhanced graphics. But I would go to here so you can see the main skin. Kratos skin. Okay, nice. Dope. Again, I'm just gonna back up and let y'all see the difference. See? Difference? Well, I know my stream's a little behind. But you see the difference? This takes a lot of time to do all of the retexturing. To make it look like God of War 3, as close as it can on the PS2 with the PS2 graphics. I think they did an excellent job. This is my preferred way of playing the older God of War games. That need God of War 3 remastered, I played last night and beat it 3 hours, I think, because of the speedrun strat. But this looks gorgeous right here. Man, they outdid themselves. Maybe I should have shouted out the modder. And that's my bad. So, yes, let's go to God of War. In my opinion, the two underrated God of War games, in my opinion. Yes, this is my thumbnail for my live stream and my desktop. I don't know why I touched the fucking screen. My bad. I'm slow today. And we've been running for 58 minutes. Oh, man. I can beat God of War, but it's almost 2. I think I'm gonna end it after showing the 2 PSP games. These two are very rated. These two God of War PSP games. It says that. Yes, I know. Oh. I don't know why the sound's not coming in. For the PSP emulator. Oh my gosh, I probably know what's happening. The volume's not up. I don't know why sometimes the volume turns off. And I know why. It won't let me move because I gotta set it to. It's fixed. I don't know. You can clearly see this is definitive edition. Absolutely. I don't know why my controller is not working. Let me try with God of War Ghost of Sparta. Okay, I still it's not. Anyway, this is also definitive edition. I'm gonna do controls again. Maybe it's because I have second controller. But that's probably why. Although I don't know which controller it is because I have both our dual senses. I guess I would have to pick any many mo. Or I can just do that. It's connected. And that's probably why. Okay, I'm gonna try again to see if that was the problem. I didn't think because I had my second controller hooked up. Nope, that still nothing. I don't know why it's doing that still. But at least you can see the main screen title. Let me try Ghost of Sparta. I might have to switch to my PS4 controller. Yes, I'm wearing a Fortnite shirt. Big deal. Oh, my back. Maybe I'm glad I'm not that popular because, and a big time streamer. Because I feel bad for people to. Okay, for some reason, my controller works for. I seriously forgot which. Alright. Alright. Okay, for some reason it does not. Want me to. Let me do the. I guess I'll have to play like this until it lets me switch the inputs because it was backwards. The triangle attack was on the square button, and the triangle attack was on, and the square button was on the triangle attack. Heavy attack, I mean. But anyways, like I was telling, I feel bad for full-time streamers who have to sit in a chair, and they, of course, they will take a break and say, "I will be back, chat." But maybe I would do that. Play something while I'm gone. until I can come back and play. I don't know what's wrong with my stuff chat for those who are still here. I don't know what's wrong with my Okay, I fixed it. We're good to go. We're good to go. And the audio's not coming through again. And I wish I had a cool scar like Kratos. If this still doesn't work, I would try tomorrow. Get it? I mean later today, because it's already tomorrow for me. And I know my hair looks weird. I don't give a fuck. I'm not harassing anybody. I'm just being myself. running slow, so I guess I would have to fix this off stream. But I love you guys, and I know it was a short stream, clocking into only 1 hour and 16 minutes and 50 something seconds. But for those people who joined me in this showcase of the God of War mods, thank you, I appreciate you. And I will try to be more consistent. I will. And sorry for the doozy of ending my stream and my stream buffering. And also, on top of that, I had to fix the audio issues. But I had a good time showing these mods to y'all. For those who saw and even stayed, I appreciate y'all. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Peace out, bros. And I hope y'all enjoy the new year. And